tomorrow. I think it's the 57th band day, so the chamber coordinates that. That's a lot of effort, work that goes into that, so please come out and watch the bands. And that's at, parade starts at 10:30. And then next week's coffee and ribbon cutting is at Top Loft Clothing, and it's in Thomas Plaza here, so you can just stop down there. And then today, if you don't know where you're at the City Hall, and Joe Clausen here is do a little talking on what's going on here at City Hall. So,
well, Aaron, I'm anxiously awaiting our first dollar of pure profit.
Oh, you just take that. You don't ask
for it. It's nice to have friends. Well, thank you for attending our City Week. This is our first attempt at this. The Iowa League of Cities, in cooperation with any of its number of 900 and some cities in the state, is promoting this. I don't know how many are participating. We're most happy that you've decided to come and join us today. Before I get any further, I want to make sure, even though it's cold outside and you don't have snow today, please go out and look at the well-polished snow removal truck, because the guys have spent a lot of time polishing it up, and it has all of the attachment devices that you would normally see on a truck that goes up and down your street, which begins at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, depending upon when the snow stops. Well, the elected officials and the staff are most pleased to host this event today. Some of the elected officials are present. I know I've seen Mike Kotz is in the back. Jerry Fleschner is here right in front. None with any of the rest are. Tom Tate is the 2nd ward. Clay Haley is 3rd ward. Carolyn Seaman is traveling out of state, and Dr. Jensen is getting some more training so he can make sure that my feet walk right. The purpose of the week is to help people understand what you get for the fees that you pay. That's probably one of the most misunderstood things from my perspective as a person who's involved in day-to-day activities of government. It's sort of like, well, you take the money and then we get what you give us. We would like to move that to a different level. That yes, we accept money on the basis of it's earned and you receive services back in return for that. And that we can have all kinds of differing perspectives about how that should be. This is a progressive slideshow. There's about 100 plus, a little over 100 slides, and it takes about, I think, 2 or 3 minutes to go through. This will be here all week. The scrapbooks that you see here, I think there's around 25, 30 years, somewhere in that area. And those have been kept up by staff over the years. We didn't hire an extra person to do this. This has been done with the people that we have. We'll have more pieces of equipment in the parade tomorrow so that you get a little better idea of some of the things that we do in the city. Your services are provided by nearly 60 full-time employees and a host of part-time employees. And by the way, in the summertime, we'll get up to approximately 100 part-time employees, most of them with the recreation programs and the outdoor activities of the parks. Some of the employees are present here today, and you help me out so if I miss somebody that we don't feel slighted, there's someone in the back parked there. But Jeff Kaler, police chief, yeah, it's for Jeff, he has to stand on the chairs. Randy Kroll, public works director and city engineer. Laura Schaefer is the city clerk and finance officer. Jack Wardell is the park and recreation director. Greg Schreck is the chief building and safety official. Where is Greg? Where did he go to?
Back here.
Is he putting out a fire somewhere? Harry Johnson, I think I saw him earlier someplace. He's a building inspector. Deb Getzinger, is she here today? There she is. Deb has been here for a long time. Diane Slater, is she back there behind that hidden bar? She's not sticking her hand up. Karen Mincer, who is the lady in pink, who has been very helpful in getting things put together this morning, along with Brandy Ledford, the library director. And Brandy, would you like to say just a few words about the library?
Well, for the City Week, we actually put a little display together. We combed the library for any books and material that related to the City of Carroll, and it's just in the entryway, so if you check it out before you leave. The Carroll County Historical Museum also donated some items of city interest, so they're with a display. So check it out before you leave.
And I see my mayor in the back. I didn't see him earlier, but he is present here. David Bruner is a city attorney. He's the guy that always tells us the things we can't do, and he does it very well. Well, recently, there are other employees at Bob South, that's the opposite of North, Back there is our contract employee that manages the wastewater facility. A couple of water guys, Terry Kluber is water superintendent. Mark Thompson is the guy who comes around and checks the water at different locations to make sure that it meets all the requirements. Have I missed any other employees in the room? Okay, I know some of the guys were here with the truck, with the street department, but I don't see any of them in here. You may have noticed that they had a green, is it a green or an orange colored? I think there's two colors that has the stripes on them. Those are required anytime you work within the right-of-way. So when you see our employees out that are working, whether they be in the Parks Department, Street Department, Water Department, Wastewater Department, you're going to see them in those when they're working in the rights-of-way, which means the streets and near the streets. Recently, persons associated with the city received some special recognition at the Iowa League of Cities Annual Conference in Council Bluffs. Mayor Adam Schweers was presented an award for being a certified elected municipal official. And Laura Schaefer, the finance officer, was the recipient of the Rhonda Wood Smith Award, which is given to the outstanding appointed or elected official in the state of Iowa under the age of 40 or under. Now, Adam received that last year, and Ed Smith has received it in the past. So with that, I'm going to have Laura talk a little.
You received something too, right?
We'll work on that later. I want to have Laura review your payment options for utility bills and talk a little bit about some promotional materials and the young lady that helped us with that.
Well, currently right now, we do accept payments for services in the form of cash, check, money order. We have gotten the okay from council to start offering or accepting credit cards, and we're working with our software company to get that set up so you'll be able to come to the counter and pay or go online and pay. It's in the early stages, so it's probably a couple months out, but we're working on that. Then we've got a bunch of promotional materials and things behind you. We're also set up are working on, and hopefully we'll get this set up within the next few weeks, to email utility bills. So if you want to pay by credit card, or if you are currently on the ACH option, you can get your utility bill emailed to you instead of a paper form in the mail. And then one last thing that we've been handing out to a bunch of you as you walked in is a brochure that Jordan Leopard here, she is a senior at Carroll High, had put together about some information about the city. We have a few Facebook pages, and then on the inside we have some historical information and current facts about the city that Jordan put together. She's interning with me here for the next few months through a program at DMAC, and she was a brainchild behind this brochure. So if you've got any things for next year, because I'm sure we're going to be promoting City Week again next year, we'll probably update the flyer and promote it again.
And if any time any of you have any questions about any of the activities of the city, whether they be hot issue, cold issue, warm issues, or just issues that you would like to know about, feel free to call us, 792-1000. If we're not available, you can leave a message and we will get back to you. Art New, you cannot ask a question.
I'm concerned that there's too many people in this room.